Boy, Dr. Rod, pop it up for Green. Yes, my land that you celebrate 50. Some call you a little baby. Others say you Johnny come lately. Oh, yo. But I don't know about your history. All I know you have been through was too much for you. Yet you had a resilience to stand. Revolution, intervention. Yet you put your son, your table children. This is the land that have given up people like Junior Murray. This is the land and the full Peter that champion tyranny. Land of my birth. 15, we cannot let my birth celebrate. 15, it will be great. This is the land. We put those people like you might be power. This is the land. Randy, I got back you with that jamo. Land of my birth. 15, we cannot let my birth celebrate. 15, it will be great. We don't talk much about your troubles, no, no. You have been through many struggles, that's true. Yet you know something. Yeah, yeah. We've been resilient as a people. Storms and hurricanes, yet you came back again. Even for 9 days to stop you. So much destructive human trying to destroy this island. Yet we're standing strong as a nation. This is the land, let's remember
Is home. This is the land of Spice where everything nice, pure Grenada. So much good vibes, so much words, so much adjectives we can use to describe this beautiful rock of Oz. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show on this Wednesday, January 24th. Yeah, it's just me, or January isn't January like the Januaries of before. Yeah, this is like a couple days before we wrap up January, like a week, like one more week to go. Like January just took off with speed from the first and has not stopped. Last evening I was like in my bed and I'm like, geez, like you get up in the morning, you prepare, you go to work, and by the time you get back home, the day is over and you're already preparing for another day. The days just aren't like long, January usually feels like long, like the days are longer. But for some reason, it just feels like rapido, rapido, rapido. You sleep, you wake, and it's a new day. So that goes to show time waits for no one. And oh, Samantha, hold on, one at a time. Don't y'all rush all at once now. As I was saying, it just goes to show that time waits for no one, right? So we just gotta make use of every day that comes. We're above ground, thankful for the opportunity to be here again to perform, to do our best in whatever fields we're engaged in or employed in. Just do the best you can with what you have wherever you are. Like I said, things could always be better. I mean, who doesn't want that? But the most important thing is appreciating what you do have, because if you don't appreciate what you have, when you get more, it's not going to make any difference. So you got to start with appreciating what we have now. So when the bigger things come, we'll have that attitude of gratitude always. Instead of complaining every day of the week. I ain't have that. That ain't going on for me. Listen. Sort it yourselves, all right? Anywho's, like I said, it's good to be back with you. And for those of you just tuning in, welcome to the show. Let me just do a little roll call and then we mosey on into today's topic. I posted one this morning, but someone came into my inbox a while ago, and I don't usually check during my program because it's very distracting. And I saw it and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna post this one. So that's what I'm working with. That's what I'm working with today. So yesterday I was playing this song and you guys were saying you didn't hear it. I want to try it over here and see if you would hear it, because I have some questions. Hold on. No, I don't think you're hearing it. Mm-mm. I'm not hearing it. So it's not playing over here. Anyways, let me try it over there again and see what's going on because yesterday y'all weren't hearing it. But in the meantime, let me say good morning. Good morning to up at the top. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Gluma. Good morning, Anasha. How are you, sis? Good morning, Nikisha. Melvin Brown. What up, my brother? Good morning, Chrissy Hall. Jackie Douglas Adams. Good morning, Jacqueline. Morning, Tisha. Can't stand Aquarians. We already here, you know. Good morning, Samantha. And Samantha has a piece to add. She says on the topic of leaving the marriage songs as if my husband that sent this message tell him the feeling is mutual. Not sure. Um Samantha, you want to message me and tell me who is your husband so I can say yay, nay? I don't know. Um Hold on. Oh Lord. I'm trying to look up myself in there. Um hold on. Yes, Saruna, you do it again. How is me, according to my friend Chris? How is me? So yeah, Samantha, I'm not sure, but anyways, good morning. Good morning, Samantha. You threw me off. She's correct. Where was I again? What was that? Yeah, I was doing my morning. Morning, Miranda. Good morning, Jeff Perry. Good morning, Colin Clovey. Morning, Sonia. Good morning, Veron. Maureen Isaac. Good morning. Shivoski, how you back in here? I thought they blocked you. Were you past to come in here? I swore you were blocked because you were just not behaving. But anyways, it is a new year, so sit quietly, don't touch anything, don't say anything. Um Jackie, yes, please, thank you very much. Jackie, I'm gonna message you after. I need to tell you something. If I don't, message me, please. Morning, Kizzy. Good morning, Laurel. Michelle, good morning. Good morning, Christelle. And shout out Jill's Fashion and everybody that's powered up wherever you are. If you're here on the rock or you're out there where it's cold, hope we're gonna keep you warm this morning. It's a beautiful day. We've been getting some rain for the past couple of days. The weather is just listen, climate change is real. You know, it's been raining a lot for the past couple of days, but we are still happy to be here to do what we do best, that is taking care of our listeners. So, good morning to those of you on Facebook. Good morning to those of you on YouTube. Good morning to those of you viewing, listening on radio 95.1, 95.3. Or if you're listening to us online, it's a pleasure to have you here with us. All right. So, my friends, we're back in the room. I've got to read this because it's pretty lengthy. If you are not you're not familiar with it, um, hold on. Okay, can you all tell me if you're hearing this? If you hear the song, haven't since yes. So it's where I'm playing it from is the problem. Not hearing it either. So um, so we'll try again. I'm gonna have to get it mute now. So it's okay. So I know what was the problem yesterday. I just figured it out. Yeah. So, anyways, we move. So we have a situation here that's in, and someone responded. I'm not sure if that is right, but I need you to come to the front of the class. So let me know who, so I can tread cautiously, carefully, because I don't want to offend anyone, but we're going to keep it real as best as we can, and we'll see how it goes. Already, so let me just remind folks that there's a disclaimer. So kindly adhere to that. But anyways, the story goes. This gentleman says, I'm breaking up. Am I better now? He's going in and out. Is it better now? Morning, Vivian. Are you hearing me now? Hold on. It'll take so long to answer. I have to check it for myself. It's better? All right. So I see what the problem is. I can't play anything from that thing. Alrighty, you went better now? Okay, great. So we have a situation in the room this morning. Um, Gentleman says he needs help with his marriage. And for those of you probably married, you can probably chime in and give your 2 cents. But um Samantha, could you message me and tell me what is the name of your husband? So I know if it's the person, it's just say we're on the same page. Because you said that that situation sounds like your everybody's saying it's better. So okay. So I'm not sure if that is your situation or it sounds like your situation because sometimes we post stuff and people think it's them it's addressed to when actually it's not. Um could be a similar story, but if it goes if it's oh, I love this. If it's you, then maybe we can have get your side of the story because based on what you said, you're not the feeling is mutual, so you're ready to call it quits as well. So then if you are the person, then you need to have that conversation um with your partner so that the both of you can be on the same page and not waste each other's time. Um so she says, "Good morning. I need some advice in this situation. My oh gosh. I closed off the sorry. Hold on, I'm just trying to get somebody to I'm just trying to get could you check your messenger and respond to the question I ask you? Thank you very much. I'm on live right now, so I can't put you up, but I hope you're hearing me. To just check your messenger for the question that I asked. So if you give me a response, that'll be good. So we know how to proceed. All right? Okay. Yes, Aruna. Anyways, the gentleman says, "Good morning. I need some advice in this situation. My wife and I have been together for 7 years, been married for almost 4. Now, we both don't live in the same country, but I visit her frequently. We've only started living in different countries like almost 3 years ago because of work and trying to build a future for our children. Anyways, my problem is that I sometimes get upset with her for going to work and going back home without reaching out to me and letting me know that she's safe. And I get upset because of the crime rate in the country she's in when I can't get her. And I get the feeling that something bad happened. So it happened that I got home from work and was so tired that I fell asleep immediately after laying on the bed without even bathing or eating anything. I leave home at 5:30 every morning for work and I get home between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. at night, so little rest. I got home with a headache that night and my wife called me about 6 times on WhatsApp and didn't get me because I was deep. Um, okay, so based on the name that I was just given, it's not you. Let me just double check it. Sometimes y'all have different Facebook name and real life name. So he says that she called him about 6 times on WhatsApp and didn't get him because he was deep in sleep and he didn't hear the phone ringing because but eventually she called on Messenger and got him. He says I guess the ringtone is louder on Messenger, so it woke me up. Anyways, as soon as I answered the phone, she hung up on me and I've been calling back for almost the entire night and she never answered until the next day and told me she got upset because she couldn't get me. I don't get upset to stop talking to her when I can't get her on the phone, but I get upset and talk it out as soon as I get her. So, in this instance, I got upset because she never even cared to ask why she wasn't getting me on the WhatsApp call and stuff to figure things out. So, I told her how I felt about her actions, and that was it. It's been 8 days now since the incident, and she never called me or texted me since. And to be honest, I don't think she has a valid reason not to. I can't believe that because I went home from work with a headache, fell asleep, because my wife did not want to speak to me for 8 days. And that's the reason she gave. Sorry for the jumble up writing, but my head is all over the place. He says, I'm ready to let go of this marriage because I don't think my wife values me. What do you guys think? So, what do you guys think? Let me go back up to see if I find. Hold on. Um, uh, I'm doing this right now. I'm in journalism mode right now because the young man just responded and hold on. The name he gave isn't the name that's Samantha. Free up your page now. Let me see if that's who I'm talking to. Because, anyways, let's deal with it until Samantha comes back, and we will know what's going on. But again, that is where communication comes into play. And again, I would love if someone can respond, if somebody who's married can, respond. Miranda says do we have a marriage counselor in Grenada? Yes, we do. They both need to communicate with each other much better and show patience. Do not give up so easily. You see, the thing about it is long distance relationships aren't easy. It requires a lot of patience. It requires a lot of trust. It requires a lot of discipline. And it also requires a lot of respect for each other. And, being human, we crave, company. You want to do something. You don't have to plan weeks in advance if the person can come or if you can go. So it's a lot of work. And you both have to be really, really disciplined and, respect each other's time and all of that because sometimes it may clash. While the person is out doing their business, you're out doing your business. So it's like you have to literally make time and say, okay, after this, after that, it's our time, we can sit, talk, discuss what's going on, plans, what have you. It is not easy, especially at that young age, to fully commit to a long distance relationship. And to top it off, you guys are married. It's not like you just Mel, you're in a good position, Mel, because you did it. And now the both of you are together. So you're in a good position, Mel, send me a voice note as to what and how you can make a long distance work because you have to have a plan at some point. You can't be long distance forever. This is the short term plan, the long term plan. We're doing this now and then let's work towards saving whatever. I have a good job here, so let me save on whatever. Yeah, or you move back or I move where you are and you make it work. But to me, this is like it is petty to be honest. And I know women, we can really, really use the silent card to our advantage, and we can be very, very sensitive and petty as well. But if you call somebody, right, and you don't get them, and without even giving them a chance to explain why you're you were absent. You went AWOL and couldn't find you for how long, blowing up your phone. I think the fair thing to do is to give the person a chance to explain themselves. But we're supposed to be grown, we're supposed to be mature. If it's not working, it's just not working. There's not talking to somebody for 8 days and just going ghost on a person. I don't find that's the right thing to do, you know? Just who morning Harrington. Roxanne, good morning. Yeah, so you need to decide what you both need to decide where you at, because it seems as though you're not on the same page. And it's almost like, sometimes people wait for an opportunity to, they know it's not working, right? They know things aren't kosher, but they don't want to be the one to and either end things or whatever the case might be. So they just play around and wait for something to happen and be like, aha, yes, I can use this now. You don't have to do that. It's not working. It's just not working. Communicate how you feel, because at the end of the day, somebody has to say something. If you're not comfortable, you're not happy with it, you're not happy with the long distance, you're not happy with the marriage, the relationship, we can't tell you to stay when it's not in your best interest. At the end of the day, the both of you needs to know what works for you, what it is you both want, and you would have to make the final decision where that is concerned. We can, however, analyze the situation, give our opinions on it, and maybe advice on it. But at the end of the day, like my friend would say, which is night, at the end of the day, which is night, you both have to decide if this makes sense or if it doesn't. Life is just way too short. We don't know the time, we don't know the hour. We could be here today, gone tomorrow. So sitting around spinning top in mud, making manje popot with one another, and 1 minute we hot, 1 minute. It is it is stressful. It's time consuming. It's and if we were to look back, because there are times when we look back and we were like, the time I wasted on this situation, I could done so much more. I really could, because time wasted could never be regained. If you know you're in a situation where you're spinning top in mud, it's not working, y'all just breathe and move. Like, Adasha says communication is key. My husband and I communicated every day while we lived in separate countries. Sometimes timing wasn't right. He's busy at work or I am, but once we got a free moment after, one will quickly send a voice note, a text. And that's all it takes. Because I mean, at the end of the day, we have to understand we're all adults. And you don't necessarily have the time to sit on the phone all day and kiki and I love you and I love you too. We're adults. We have responsibilities. We have things to do. But we know that if you need me, I'm forever present. If there's something to do, I got you. But we still make time. But it's not like we have to sit on the phone all day, unless the both of you are unemployed. But if we're employed, there are things we need to do. This one said he lie. He thinks she. Well, it looks as though Samantha have a similar situation, because the name the young man gave me is not. I'm not seeing it. Hold on. Um. Okay, Samantha, it's not you, unless you. Samantha, look as though you need to come in the room too. Like you have a similar situation going on, because I know the person and I know their wife, and I never know their wife name to be, because I had to double check, because things happen these days. Next thing, the person had divorced and moved on and got married again, because I haven't seen them in a minute. But it's not you, Samantha. All right, so you need to go talk to your husband and y'all need to schedule some counseling or therapy. But then again, you say your feeling is mutual, so that's another story. Um, so there's more to the story. He says she was supposed to come Grenada first or second week in January. Samantha, if that's you, if you're supposed to do that, then it's you we're talking about now. She was supposed to come Grenada first or second week in January. I actually gave up a good job to go and be with her, but things change and we decided on what I'm doing now. The job I'm actually doing is the one she said she's more comfortable with. I'm doing everything just so she's happy. Stick a pin. But what about you though? Are you happy? Because you said you're doing everything to make sure she's happy. But the question is she doing anything to make sure you happy as well? Because we have a serious misconception, and I hate when people say that about happy wife, happy life. I prefer happy spouse, happy house. The both of you supposed to have equal measures of happiness. You can't be bending and breaking your back to make sure she's happy and she's doing the bare minimum to make sure you're happy. What about you? What about your happiness? Your happiness don't count for anything, and that is something men need to seriously start looking at as well. Most of you spend your time bending over backward to accommodate your wife, your girlfriend, your whatever. But when you look around, she barely does anything to add to your happiness. I mean, sex isn't making sure your man happy. We can't keep on pulling the sex card all the time. There's other things, emotionally, mentally. Is he okay? So don't think, okay, yes, maybe because you might like it or whatever what you're doing, but that's not all. If he's going above and beyond to make sure that you're okay and you're barely doing anything, and that is something you find, and then you start harboring resentment towards the person because you figure you're doing so much, and when you weigh, the scales aren't balanced, one high and one all the way down here, so she's up here and you down here, and you're mentally drained, so then you start taking out your frustrations on her. And then you pick up next woman and start telling the next woman all about your home affairs because that's your way of venting. Wait, you're not hearing me? Yeah, going on. I sit like you're listening a whole voice that nothing happened. Why did you hear this? Hold on. So I'm gonna have to send it to my phone now to play it over. So I sit here like a good baby talking to myself. Y'all didn't hear none of the voice notes? What is going on? Oh, oh, oh. Hold on. Are you guys here? Let me hold on. Let me just do this quick. I think I know what I did wrong. Background. This thing annoying me. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on. All the time I hear talking. It said not on the live, but on the radio is fine. They're hearing it fine. I'm listening from New York and I'm hearing you. Okay, so those of you on the actual live are the ones not hearing. But those of you listening online, you're hearing me. Hold on, let me just play this over here from my phone. I don't know what's going on this morning. Online radio is hearing fine. Okay, so the online is fine, but the 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 app itself, if you're on the live itself, you have you guys are not hearing. So, Obiami, I don't know, like somebody, somebody playing with my thing. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure this out. All right, let me just play it again, a little bit again, and see if I'm hearing. Yeah, hold on, huh? Let me just see. Wow, look at the time already. So let me just play it back over here and see if I'm hearing it. Wow, look at the time already. It's not playing at all. So I have to send it over to my thingy. So just listen to it on my phone until I get our So I have to send it over to my. Let me get the PD to tech guys to sort that out. So listen to it here. So those of you who heard it already, you're gonna have to hear it again for the benefit of those on the live. Melvin, Hold on. Um, communication was key. Communication was the biggest thing. We made it a point to communicate every day. We spoke to each other the first thing in the morning and the last thing in the night, actually. Actually, Melvin used to call me and wake me up every morning because I'm not a morning person. I have about 18 alarms in the morning. Sorry, my voice is bad. I have a cold. And then at night, we must communicate at night. We prayed every night together before we went to bed. So if the day had us so busy, and sometimes it did, he's busy at work, I'm busy at work, I'm in and out of meetings, he's doing his thing at work, sometimes calling, the timing wasn't right. But we would call back each other or text back each other or send a voice note when we had a brief moment during the day. And then when we know for sure at night, we will talk to each other. And then, so again, communication is key, and you have to respect your partner, period. You and your partner had to be on the same page and have like a goal. Okay, we are going to see each other at this point in time, or we are going to meet up at this point in time. We had several meetups before Mel actually moved here. And these are things we spoke about. Mel, you want to add? Mel add. When Mel gone, Mel and add nothing. All right, so that was one. Um, Let me hear. Yeah, I'm just laughing, killing myself, and nothing going on. All right, so let me try this one now. You're speaking good. Huh? Thomas men here making a lot of sacrifice for your wives and with children and like you just sitting that the good for us in return. Yeah. Yeah, morning time. Yes. Actually, that man, that woman looking to go already. If she's not already, she looking to go. She look for it seems to go. Because that doesn't make sense. Come on, man. You call on one particular device and one particular app. You ain't get it. You call on the next one, he answer. You cut off. You ain't talk to you ain't call him back, nothing, you don't answer back, you ain't call him back, you ain't talking to him for 8 days now. But a man, that woman gone, she way already or she looking to go she way. So you check yourself and sort out your business. Sorry to see. And some man not you, give yourself. I don't know. So it seems as though the problem is for those on the live itself, but others online and on radio are saying they're hearing perfectly fine. So we're gonna have to. I know we had that problem one time, so I'm gonna have to ask. We're gonna have to ask. Hold on, 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna have to ask Scratch to check it out again to see what's um going on. But I kind of agree with the last person that I think mentally this lady probably checked out already. Um because we usually are the ones who get annoyed when you guys go silent and don't say anything. We might do a 2 3 days, but for 8 days, no communication, no reaching out, no this is what's going on. Listen, somebody needs to bite the bullet. Somebody needs to you just the voice notes. Yeah. Thanks, Andrea. So somebody needs to to scratch. This is scratch that spoiled it the last time too. So you have to fix it again. So it's fine on radio and fine on online, but the actual app itself is the problem. Um, this man look as though you have a lot of thing on his chest still that go, and I ain't even have the time. And he says, I fell sick on work and was hospitalized for one day, in which I called my brother. My brother, not knowing that my wife and I had a small misunderstanding, called my wife and told her about me in the hospital. And her response was, whether I'm on my dying bed, he shouldn't call her. And since then, my entire family distanced himself with her slightly. So now what's the problem? Mr. Man, why you had to put first, you put last. All right. Well, we done. We done. Friend, the lady move on with your life. Were you supposed to put in the story from the jump? You just give me in detail, like you start the story before behind, back to front. That's supposed to be at the beginning of, so we wouldn't sit here wasting our time telling you about counseling and therapy. That horse quite a little should have cried down the road already. That horse ain't coming back. It cried down the road. So you fell sick. You're in the hospital. Your brother called your wife and she said that if you're on your dying bed, don't call her. I thought woman alone that was Yamhead. We are Yamhead man too. I thought it was only women that fell in the Yamabella category and Yamhead category. I never know we had Yamhead man. So what advice are you looking for? Man, I'm about to play it. Hold on. We will still play it for playing its sake and for people who might have the same might have issues. But we don't really need advice here again, you know. The lady say even if you're there in your dying bed, she ain't care. She ain't don't call her if you're sick, you're dying, you're on one foot in the grave. Friend, the lady moved on. I never know where I am, head man, Papa. I learned something new today in the year of the Lord 2024.
In a relationship, sis, you have to be able to communicate. And being in a long distance relationship, communication is key, because if you don't communicate, you would not know what's going on. You don't always have time to sit down and text or whatever, but when you find that little free time, a voice note, a text, hey, check it upon you, how's your day going? These things go a long way. So communication is key. It's very, very important.
If you have a land with cane growing, take a look from time to time. You might see a donkey there. Yo, you're disgusting, man. Nobody, listen. I don't know why people just bother come here with this situation and stories for you. Y'all don't take nothing serious. If you have land with cane growing, take a look from time to time. You might see a donkey. Ask your friends that's close to you. They'll say, yes, donkey in your cane. So she couldn't answer you. I swear Grenadians are the worst. Y'all sense of humor is unmatched. Y'all take nothing, absolutely nothing seriously. Somebody could be on their dying bed like the young man here, wanting help and wanting advice. And y'all will find some way to turn this into a circus. I don't get it. I really don't. That analogy is like... If you have land with cane growing, take a look from time to time. You might see a donkey. Benton, just got yourself the Nutmeg Award for today. I swear I don't need to laugh at it any other time. That was just hilarious. I needed that laugh. Thank you so much. But take a look, you might see a donkey there. Ah, boy. What a life. If not, we don't take things serious. It's a reality check. Someone says the situation is he doesn't want to let go. And I agree with that. He really doesn't want to let go. but you have to. You can't hold on to somebody who does not want to be held on to. The person, especially when a woman has mentally, you know, mentally checked out of a relationship. You were there hoping that things change, and but when she's gone mentally, it's a wrap. There's no coming back from it. Yeah. And being long distance on top of it is not helping your situation either. Because, like I said, women are sensitive. We like comfort. We like, being close to the person you're with. You like, want to be hugged. You want to go out to dinner. You want to do things together. So, unless you have a plan in place that says, okay, we're going to be apart for 3, 4, 5 months, but then next step is moving where you are, you coming back home, or whatever the case may be. But there must be a plan. You can't just migrate and hope things remain the same. It's not gonna work. Humans generally, not just women, humans crave, touch. You want it instantaneously. You don't want to have to go board a plane and jump here, there, and everywhere. So it's something you have to take into consideration when venturing down that road. And like I said, it takes a lot of discipline, a lot of respect, and a lot of communication. You have to ever so often, sit and do some reflection, sit and look at where you are and where you're going to be in the next 3, 4, 5 months, because nobody wants to do that forever. So you have to have that conversation. Yeah, communication is key. It's important. Otherwise, like Benton said, if you have land with Cain, look out for donkey. And it seems as though you have land with Cain. You just came back from spending 4 months with her. What changed in the 4 months? Did you see anything change? Was the relationship the same? Were you guys? Why didn't you just call and give the story, man? Because it's just so much to add. Because though we have a part 2 of this story tomorrow, because you said you have a book. So finish write your book, and we'll do a follow-up tomorrow, God's will. Yeah, how about that? Because I'm out of time, and I can't just sit here and reading every piece you send in. So take your time, write down everything you need to write down, and we'll do a follow-up with you tomorrow. Because I'm sure before the day is through, she's gonna hear about this, or gonna put 2 and 2 together, and she will probably call you, an argument start, and yada yada yada. So sort out your sort outs, and whatever else you think you need to add it, and then we'll come back and talk about it tomorrow. Because you just said you spent 4 months with her, just came back from spending 4 months with her. So I don't know how you came back from spending 4 months with her and the lady just ghosts you for a week. What a life. Y'all have a great day. Thank you so much. Hal, good morning. Y'all be good, and I'll see you tomorrow. The person is actually in the inbox giving me information as we move along, but I gotta go, so I can't take it all in. All right, so I'll see y'all tomorrow.